We are going live on every platform. Let me just check that everything is working fine. Here on YouTube, Twitter, Kick and Twitch, you can see it everywhere. It should be fine right now. Points. Let me just write everything. Okay, that should be fine. I'm going to check whether everything is working. This is probably the last stream before we go, before the end of this year. Maybe I'm going to stream something after Christmas. For now, I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. It seems to be working well on Twitter, so that's fine. Let me check YouTube as well to see that everything is working there. I'm going to summarize what we did so far and then go to new things that will happen probably in 2026, what I'm looking for, because there's something cool happening as well. And I think, well, first of all, we get variational points. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to summarize what we did when it comes to lighter and also have a look at a couple of other places where you can get points. So let me just check whether everything is fine on YouTube as well. Seems like it's working. Yep. Yeah, seems like everything is fine. So this is going to be the stream at probably the last before Christmas and maybe the last before the end of this year. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So first of all, there's some computations related to variational. This is a new DEX that, well, it's been around since the beginning of this year. They've basically did a retroactive program. I don't think I traded on this account, so I don't have any kind of points here. So just, did like a small things here that for the sake of maybe holding a little bit of different stuff. Actually, I wanted to, let me just close it, and I'm going to actually put some positions later on, but we're going to do that. We're going to do that on different alts because alts are paying much better points, and you should basically go after alts here on variational. So we're probably going to beat something pretty small, maybe not the smallest, but pretty small altogether. Something like. Let me see. Well, cookie would be probably interesting. One of the cool stuff here. So I'm going to maybe open the position right away and then comment later what we're doing here. So this is one thing. Another thing, we got liquidated on lighter. So as a reminder, last time we had the portfolio of like $757, and basically that went to $11. So what happened? Let me show you here. This is the total equity. We are probably, the last time we were trading, we were here. What we did was we had two positions opened, if short and hype long. Of course, if short, in the end, the direction was really good. I mean, hype long, of course, that went really, really low. I'm going to revise that position as well. But in the meantime, the market is super volatile and both longs and shorts are getting liquidated if you do anything with like even smaller kind of leverage. So probably this is where we were. So this is the point where I started shorting at $3,100. Basically got liquidated at around $3,400. And I was basically the local top, and then it went down. Also, you can see this beautiful Bart Simpson pattern here with this kind of hair upside and reverse. So this is what happened basically. Then we went down. Currently, maybe it's oscillating. I think it looks like a choppy market, right? We have those kind of basically since like at least a couple of weeks, we basically have this kind of channel here. I don't know if anything more interesting will happen until the end of the year. We might get a little bit of the rebound, but there are also people selling for tax loss harvesting, so we might go down. I don't think we go like super down. Probably the moment that it will be full bear market will be the moment where stocks will keep going down, and for now they are pretty good. You can now also trade stocks on Lighter, which is recommended if you want to actually get more points along the way. This is probably what I will open just for the sake of it, to have something in play and get the points until the very last moment. Yeah, I think the market opens in like 10 minutes, so we're going to still open that. It's reduced only for now, but yeah, for now we got liquidated when it comes to Ethereum. We have 13 points in total basically, so 1 point basically last week. If this launches at around like $100 per point, we basically earn back what we lost on Lighter, which should be good. So this is what I'm counting on right now. Not going to do much more. The Lighter TGE is expected to be around the end of the year. People are expecting it to be on 28th or 29th of December. So we're going to see that. Whether that's happened, it's going to be interesting, of course. Steamy check, or nothing will happen, and then we probably see something happening beginning of the year, because there was some delay in the schedule. So you can expect that to also maybe affect Lighter TGE as well. So that's one thing. So I wanted to basically put it here. End of Lighter challenge. I'm going to, well, basically put everything here. I'm going to put 0. Got liquidated on both short and long legs, and then last farming with small positions. So that's the goal. $13 points in total. So this is where we end probably this Lighter challenge. I'm not going to add more here. What I will be doing is probably going either with variational to farm it a little bit here, but also what I'm looking at is stocks. Definitely going with Ostium, and this is one of the places with the largest selection, and also it's the best when it comes to long-term holding of different stocks, because if you look at some of the funding rates, then they are really low, and especially if you are not if you want to hold positions for like a day or two, then Ostium is really good, and if you want to hold them for even longer, then probably Ostium is the best right now, because if you were to do it basically, if you were to do the same thing but on Lighter, you're going to pay much more for the same kind of equities. So for example, if you were to trade like a Palantir and do Palantir on both Lighter and Ostium, then of course there's some kind of a trade, because probably you can short on Lighter and long on Ostium. This is the kind of arbitrage that I have just added to cryptoexchange.sh. You can go to RWA here on click on arbitrage, then click on RWA, and you should be fine, and then you will have all those different opportunities for where to long, where to short, and it's mostly shorting on Lighter and longing on Ostium, and the reason for that is that they have different mechanisms for what you can do, and Ostium is especially good for holding long term. That's why you mostly have long leg on Ostium, and shorting mostly happens on Lighter, because they have like the standard PERP mechanism for shorting, which means that you usually pay for long and shorting, which means that you usually pay more or get paid more on a short leg. So this is why if you look at that, most of the time it's short Lighter, long Ostium, but of course sometimes you had on the reverse as well. So yeah, this is if you're looking for arbitrage opportunities. I think that's cool. So probably this is something that I'm going to stay delta neutral, then trading on stocks. I don't think, well, crypto will be in a pretty on a pretty shaky ground in 2026. This is what I expect, at least, not to have any kind of instant reversal, especially that people are still expecting that stocks might be doing worse and worse. And if that happens, then for example, if you look at let's see, maybe if you look at Tesla or Nvidia, if that keeps going down, basically Nvidia top was around $210. It's 174 right now. If that keeps going down, as well as Google, Microsoft, and all the other Mac 7 companies, then you're probably going to see that also affecting crypto negatively. And we might see a little bit of the of like a more prolonged bear market. This is what I'm playing right now, which means that I'm playing either delta neutral, either super short positions just for farming points, or doing absolutely nothing. I don't think it's time to still be buying those stuff. I want to be buying at some point. So let me do some. Let me just go to CoinGecko and show you something. So if you look at the last 7 days, then you can basically see that everything is down. It's rebounding a little bit, but the general scenario here is that it doesn't look that good. And if you look at 1 year, then you can see that, especially with Bitcoin, we're back to April territory. It's not as pronounced with other coins. So if you go with Ethereum, you can see that we still have a little bit room for going a lot down, because the lowest price for Ethereum was around $1,500. We're still pretty much higher than that, basically double from there. We're basically at this levels from May here, maybe between May and July. And I would expect we go down here before we go much higher. I want to accumulate some Ethereum, some hype, some Bitcoin, Solana as well, but waiting for a full bear market and more people capitulating. I think there's still like glimmering hope that we get a sudden reversal and a lot of people will start realizing profits. And until we get those people out, we probably either chop around or still look for some kind of a new narrative. It's not happening right now. I don't see a new narrative that would basically, so far we actually have only all the positive things happened, or the regulatory things happened in the US. We have all those dots that are accumulating Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so on. And even then, they can't really push the price much higher, which means that we're out of the good narratives and the price should only go down from here. At least that's my premise. It's not financial advice. Crypto is risky. You can lose all your capital. So always remember that. Everything here is just for educational purpose. Having said that, I'm not doing much apart from trying to farm different perp dexes, and even then, I'm more on the bearish side probably right now, because if you think about it, there are really a lot of different exchanges. Even here, that I'm trying to list the top exchanges here. Just added variational. If you with the recent calculations that I got for points, but even that basically assumes that it will be pretty high up on the spectrum. I don't know if it's gonna get to like $1 billion FDV. Variational is definitely one of the top exchanges. I would put it next to like Lighter, Extended on the same top 3 when it comes to equities. But after that, I think like we're going we have like much a lot of other places to trade, and it's really hard to say what will happen here and what will be the valuation altogether. So we're going to see. Let me just do one thing.